See, why are you looking at me like that? I'm just reading the news. I'm not the one that said it. Please, I'm not Lai Mohammed.
He said that the administration has done what to poverty. He objected poverty.
See, I didn't come here. I came here to laugh. But
Wait.
I don't want to laugh too much.
Anyway, the truth is that I think even Lai Mohammed does not take himself seriously again. So who am I? You understand? All those presidential spokesmen, they are not even taking themselves seriously. Yeah. So who am I now to not take them serious? Because the other day, one Garima Shehu, you understand? Garima Shehu
was talking about bombings.
No, was first of all saying that 10 people were kidnapped. You know that time they took 344 children.
Oh, yeah.
The man don't even get shame. He come outside, say na 10. You understand? I don't know the mathematical formula. With 344 children take turn to 10. I know, because even if you divide it by 10,
even square roots.
Yeah. Even if you divide 344 by 10, it won't give you 10. You understand? So I don't know how much. So now, say government get two phases: the crisis phase and the photo ops phase. Photo ops phase now when they want to take credit. You understand? When the children disappeared, the president was around that side, and they took the children. Then when they now found the children, the president came to snap photo. You understand? With the children that they found. You understand? But when they took the children, the president was not found. You understand? So yeah, Gabashew first said that they took 10 people. Yeah. When everybody was telling him, it's not like they were not telling him. Oh.
They were telling him.
They were telling him. He said no. That people are playing politics with this thing that is 10. You understand?
10 boys.
Now when they now brought them back, when he took census of them, he now said, "Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I want to excuse him. Was he drunk the day he said 10, or was he awakened from sleep?" You understand? He finally now acknowledged that they were 300 and something. Yeah. You understand? Yeah, but I'm happy that those young kids are safely back home. Yeah. That even within 48 hours, they took another number, and those ones too were found. You understand? So, well, all these people, they are taken. There's God who, when a former first lady said it, that
all this blood you are
sharing. There is God, there is God, there is God. You people were laughing. Shebi, you people not know there is God. We thank God these children were found, though. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. I know the thing that, but Michelle, on a very serious note, where in the world, even in times of war, do you take 344 kids? Where in the world? Let us forget Joe for 1 minute. How does it happen? They took Chibok girls. How? You understand? Yeah. Do they come with an average luxury bus is how many seater? Now, hold on, Michelle. Do you know that a Boeing, if you can Google it, how many passengers with Boeing's 737 or 777 they carry? Just Google how many passengers with full aircraft they carry. You understand? So that we can begin to appreciate this number of people. You get? Yeah. How many passengers?
Between 85 to 215.
200, just the whole of those boys no fit enter one full Boeing 737. Yeah. All of them no fit. And if you don't travel abroad before, see boarding gate when they go to board. Maybe they see the crowd. When they take time one by one, they go to load una for plane. One by one till una enter finish. Still, we are reading now from the internet that aircraft no fit carry 344.
No, up to 300.
So now some terrorists came load 344 from Katsina to Zamfara.
How?
no checkpoint, no roadblock. Anyway, the whole checkpoints are in the east, between Lagos and my village.
Okay. You don't have anyone there.
No, they don't get. They kept them there to escort us. Like this season now, we are dead people on that road. You understand?
Yeah.
But where crises they happen, there's no checkpoint there. Or maybe now because we get checkpoint, they need to carry people in that quantity.
Yeah.
But I doubt that there's any part of the southeast where you can go and carry 100 kids and people will not resist you. You understand? No, because and they look the whole of the southeast, from Imo to Anambra to Ebonyi to Enugu State, to let's say Abia, let's add Asaba, let's even add River State with all the militancy. I don't see how for Port Harcourt or Rivers you go carry 300 and waka.
To where?
Nobody see them. Nobody say, oh, Shebe, hey, block, oh, hey, Onyekwele fe, hey, Nzobu, Enyimba. You understand? Then carry them waka.
Without a trace.
Then keep them somewhere. They may have breakfast. Were they not eating?
At first they said they use Okadas. How did they use Okadas?
How you want to take Okada carry 3? So
people.
Is it that 2 people who buy Okada?
Lap on the head.
You understand? Then the Okada man go. Then or is it
Okadas?
that they were going it in trips? When some people go, then Mona wait there, Mona wait. All these people were coming back.
Logistically, this makes no damn sense.
And nobody's talking. No. Security agencies, nobody thinks that they should explain it to us the way it can make sense, because as it doesn't still make sense. As me and you they discuss at night, does it make sense?
No.
Nobody is even thinking about explaining it to us the way it will make sense. Because if you come my village, I'm not sure you will see 344 boys carry you
In the first place.
because by the time you do half of them go jump fence run. No, I'm just saying, you know, I'm not, Michelle, correct me if I'm wrong now. In Delta State, can you come somewhere and open fire and 344 boys go line up? You carry them.
For worry.
No, because I'm trying to understand the country or how we are doing this thing. Michelle, if you were one of the boys and they come, will you stand in queue?
Me.
For your old school, where you know the Appian way. You not run. I don't understand.
Except they catch me.
I don't understand. Now, did they bring chain like in the days of slavery and link them up by chain? Because I'm thinking that the number of people that you need to effectively shepherd these people go also many. And nobody saw that number coming. Anyway, these are too many questions where nobody will ever give us the answer. You understand?
Yeah.
Then suddenly, thank God, they are back. And they said they did not pay any money.
So why did they take them in the first place?
No, the people were going to negotiate now. Say they no pay ransom. We still now they are coming back. Now they are coming back is still another drama now.
Now, see,
you understand? I don't know.
Who are the people? Were they identified by those?
No, hold on now. Did they find these boys in the bush? But I'm thinking about the method of release. Is it that the boys were now made announcements? Okay, they said there was negotiation. They leave the boys for them. They don't collect anything. So what was the aim of taking them in the first place?
To achieve what?
It was for fun.
Yeah, sir. Yeah. They also used
their own logistics.
They were bored.
They were just tired. You know, when Boko Haram tired.
Action.
When Boko Haram tired, they just carry some people. They follow them. They go play pankolo with them for bush. Pankolo, udumo, ugele. Onyo mana suru ya. Then Mieki ala. Because I wanna leave those boys. You are playing pankolo with. You people are older than them. They are not your mates. They not say, okay, boys, come on, I can't they go. I don't understand it. Can anybody who understands this thing, who is from the north, even if you use Hausa, will understand it and explain it to me? And the whole world is looking at us like this.
Nollywood. I be canning wood.
After I go say we sabi art film for Nollywood. See where then they act major film. Anyway, thank God the boys are safely back. the other 80 something that they took after, they are back. We don't know what number. Again, they will now move. Because, you know, we had Chibok, we had Dapchi. We now have Zikoko. What was these people now? So they are just taking... And you know, these are the numbers we're plenty. You know, they are taking traditional ruler and they are taking passengers. You know, they are taking people 2 by 2, 4 by 4, 3 by 3, here and there. You understand? It just be like say then they go market and go select oranges. That's how they are collecting people. In a country that is not officially at war, in a country that has technically defeated insurgency. You understand? In a country where all the chiefs of stars have been rewarded for a job well done by extending their tenure.
In a country where Femi Adesina is saying Nigerians should be grateful to Buhari for fighting insecurity.
Exactly. In a country where Femi Adesina and Lai Mohammed, you understand? Anyway, their own country is different from our own. No? They are the people getting palliative now. They are the people now that the presidency have removed from poverty.
Oh, right. They are celebrating them.
Well, Lai Mohammed just said it now. They've been alleviated from poverty. Yeah, the rest of us are spectators. Michelle, go to another news. I'm tired. Go to another news. I'm tired. I'm tired. Just go to another thing. Let us see what else is happening.
So much more is happening in the news today. Sadly, there was a woman who died. A woman who committed suicide in the village. Yes, in Ebonyi State. She says she cannot continue to provide for her children. Her 5 children. She's going through a lot of tough time and poverty. So she.
Michelle, this is the one that made the news. I'm sure there probably be others.
Yeah, she hung herself to death. So she had attempted to kill herself in 2014, but she was rescued. And ever since before she killed herself recently, she was always complaining about not being able to provide for her family.
These are the people that Lai Mohammed them have removed from poverty.
So things were so tough for them because of some insecurity and fighting. They were displaced from their community in Ebonyi State. So she moved to another place and started living with her family, with her husband.
Michelle, may her soul rest in peace. You understand? Move on to another thing. This is Christmas. We are looking for. You know, the thing is that when you're looking for Nigerian news to bring joy, you cannot find. You understand? Michelle, see whether you will find anything that can cheer people up in the news.
There's none.
Unfortunately.
Over 70 corpses of #EndSARS protesters are unclaimed. Femi Falana, human rights lawyer, and Femi Falana said that more than 70 corpses of alleged victims of security agents shooting during the EndSARS protest in Lagos in October are yet to be claimed by their family members. Falana, who is an interim chairman of the Alliance on Surviving COVID-19 and Beyond, said this in a recent interview with Punch. According to him, only 20 families had come forward to claim the bodies of persons that were allegedly shot dead during the protest. He said that many people were not aware that their relatives had been killed, while some others might have left the matter to God.
But how will they know that their family members have been killed when government said nobody was shot? The governor of the state came out and said nobody was shot. Then after they came out and they say one person was two. You understand? No, first of all, the military did not come. Then after they came, but they did not shoot. Then after they came, but they shot rubber bullets. Then later they shot mixture of rubber bullets and live bullets. Later they did no casualty. After there was one person. Then from one it became 2, I think. You understand? So now suddenly we have 70 unclaimed.
An investigation happened also with
you understand? Michelle.
The matter now is quiet.
Michelle, may their souls rest in peace. You understand? If we are alive for this country, we don't die. You understand? Go on to another news. If we are alive for here, we don't die.
Armed robber and rapist who asked to be killed escaped the police custody in Lagos. An armed robber, a notorious armed robber and rapist, who told the police in a viral video that it would be better for them to kill him to prevent him committing further crimes, has escaped from the custody of the Lagos State Police Command. Adeniyi Ajayi had explained weeks ago that he was initially arrested for the petty crimes and went to jail. He said he came out from jail worse than ever before and started carrying arms to rob. He also raped some of the women in homes he robbed, and it's alleged that he raped no fewer than 8 women. He told the police that if sent to jail again, he's certain that he will come out even worse than before. He begged them to kill him instead. Now, weeks after his unusual demand, Adeniyi Ajayi managed to escape the police custody. According to Sahara reporters, the publication adds that the suspect was among those that escaped from the cell during the nationwide protest against police brutality.
They've started. They've started.
Michelle.
Yes, CEO. Please ask me to move to another news.
Go, Michelle, move to another news.
CEO.
Yeah? Michelle, move to another news.
It's true. Was that news or joke?
Because, you know, if something happens, we're supposed to say call police. You understand? But now, you call the police now, the person escape.
Oh,
you understand? Then you do the person jungle justice now, they say no good. You understand? So where do we now go? You see, policing in Nigeria. I was listening to at the news. But let me remember what news channel again I was listening to. Arise. And they were talking about this whole security situation, kidnapping of people and all that. You know, how we should give, you know, the vigilante people credit, empower them more, you know, to do more of the security job. Because obviously the police and the military, they are not doing enough. You understand?
Yeah.
Whether they are trying, you know, their number no reach. And we are not saying give vigilante. Some people are saying arm the vigilante people, because if you check up north, they have been responsible for some of this rescue missions. Yeah, it takes me back to the pressing problem of this country. We've been running around state police since.
For ages, yes.
For ages. If you talk about state police, they'll say, no, we cannot afford to do state police. So the governors of the states will hijack it. You understand? The federal police is not doing nada.
Nothing.
So are they?
You understand?
So the current federal police, have they not been hijacked?
Now, vigilante. Suddenly, all the regions now have vigilante.
Yeah.
Now they are arming the vigilante people. You understand?
How does that make sense?
So, but we don't want state police. So what we don't want, yes, the Amotekums and all this. So what we don't want is that name police.
Okay, but we can say.
But people can hold on.
Armed civilians.
People can hold on, but don't call them state police or local government police. Why are we stupid, self, in this country? I don't even understand. What is just wrong with this place and the sense of people? Before you know it now, Michelle, there will be 1,001 vigilante people carrying gun. Yeah. Anyway, they don't see robbers catch, they use and rob people.
Exactly.
So when are we going to have sense to say this state police time don't really come?
Like, what has to happen for that?
Because some of these state governors are helpless.
Of course.
If you invade their state, they cannot do something until Abuja gives instruction.
And federal cannot manage the
police force. They have failed woefully. They have failed. The federal government, they failed in policing the country. Now we are resorting to vigilante. In fact, a vigilante in some places, they protect police station. No, now let us.
Police are paying for security.
You understand? In some localities, now vigilante people they protect police posts.
See, you're busting my brain here.
So why don't we just allow the state police instead of proliferation of vigilante groups? So now you suddenly have unknown people with guns. So if you come back your area for night, you don't know vigilante, you don't know armed robber. As people they go Christmas now for East. We don't know what vigilante groups are operational.
We don't know their names.
We don't know their names.
We don't know their uniform.
We don't know their
uniform.
uniform.
Wear anything, hold any gun, say, hey, stop there.
So if you see somebody say stop, or in your mind you're praying, God, let it be police, vigilante, or our neighbors. I don't know now. It can be a neighbor, a vigilante that has not been formed. You understand? So now if you stop, it won't be any of those. You are a gunner. Where are we?
Nigeria.
And it's not enough. Some people will not tell you that there's a commander in chief. I don't know who they are commanding. I don't know who they are commanding. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm tired though. Common sense now is difficult to have in this. We shall go to another news.
Okay, this is the last news. President God can effectively supervise the border Nigeria shares with the Republic of Niger.
You see now, that is why we shouldn't have done election now. JB, we forgot for God. You see that we wasted money that last election.
PDP,
I talk
APC,
am.
God. They should just vote God.
I talk am now.
See?
We would have called Oyede for
We
them.
wasted billions.
And Oyede for them. And Kumuyi them.
Yeah, TB Joshua.
And TB Joshua them. And Samade me them. Bakare them.
They should just be firing.
They would have gathered
every day.
together.
No need.
These are men who are men of God.
Godly, yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And listen, that how money we will take do election.
Come on.
We use and pay tight. Then ask them to call. After all, somebody use how many billion they pray for Boko Haram.
Yes, I remember.
They use some billions when they take pray.
Yes,
prayer,
now.
yeah.
To pray.
Foreign prayer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
for,
here,
yes
foreign.
now. No, you know
in
say local prayer.
Jerusalem and
This
Saudi
local
Arabia,
prayer,
they
no,
can't
they
work.
really-
It needs to be imported.
The principalities and powers for Nigeria don't see us finish, so they have to pray abroad.
We imported the prayers too.
So now that the president is saying that only God can protect the border,
Border. Not human
which
beings.
is where these hoodlums
See,
are
you're
coming
not
from.
human beings, so the border.
I talk and we waste money for that election.
This is what he said.
Oh,
I
God.
come from Daura, few kilometers.
Oh.
See you.
We
I
waste
come
money.
from. I come from Daura, few kilometers to Republic of Niger, so I should know a bit about the country. The president is quite
About which of the
decent.
countries? Niger.
About that country, Niger.
Because this one we're
The
not
president is quite decent, and we are regularly in touch. He's sticking to the maximum term prescribed by the constitution of his country. Also, we share more than 1,400 kilometers of border with that country, which can only be effectively supervised by God.
Chai.
No, that guy's his neighbor now.
There is God. There is God. You see.
That's what she meant.
Yes, now when she said there is God, there is God. You see, the president has echoed it that there is God. You see, so now after making us spend so much money, giving INEC money to conduct election,
1 billion.
even in that
1
budget,
billion naira.
in this budget, there was provision for horse and dog.
I remember
In
to spend 300 million
On dogs and animals for the election.
to sniff out ballot snatchers.
Now the
This
president
one,
has
though.
given us the solution to the problem that is
Master
God.
plan.
When all we needed to do
Since
last election was to tell Atiku, don't waste money.
Simple.
Go and rest. Baba, go and rest.
That's it.
We call all these men of God.
Lion.
Chora Hoberi here. You understand? They cannot even charge us as much as we gave our neck. To now gather them in one hall, give them, because they could like to fast.
yes,
You understand?
Yeah.
Even if that, how many weeks we take conduct the whole national elections, we give them that 10 times. Say, make them go mountain, go fast. To call God for us. Say, God, leave the rest of the world and come this side.
Oh my God.
God,
Wow.
leave America. God, leave Europe.
Shambhala.
God, leave Australia. God, leave the rest of Africa. Come where you're needed. You understand? Come and preside over this
come
country.
where only you can supervise.
God, bring Angel Gabriel, bring Angel Matthew, bring Angel Zacchaeus. Which of the other angels you know?
That's all.
Zacchaeus is not an
Michael.
angel. Okay. Bring Angel. Put them in charge of Niger Republic border. God, bring Archangel Stephen. Come, all these angels, none of them get Igbo name. What is the meaning of them? God, bring Angel Chibike. God, bring them, station them around Seme border. Yeah. Because this thing is beyond us. Oh, this country, Michelle. Oh, God. How did they end up here? This is what I'm wondering now. What were my parents doing around here? You understand? My mama, they labor. You don't even say, may stroll enter Morocco. Morocco.
This makes sense.
Not Morocco.
Which one is Morocco? What the hell is that? What the hell is Morocco?
Mama don't say, Papa, okay, let's stroll to Morocco. Let's burn this picking there.
Or Kenya.
No, Botswana.
Anywhere.
Stroll go Botswana. Tell people where you meet for brother, we just want peace. they let you cross. You understand? Go bomb me somewhere. I know you say go abroad though. Oh. Michelle, the news don't finish.
See how you go do them now that you're here.
Well, we are here. Let me do stuff away with it now.
Yeah.
Now look at in the middle of pandemic, second wave. That's Corona came and waved at us first. Then this time he's waving again. You understand? That's the second wave of this pandemic. Now Corona is waving us back too. That is when government decided that you need to go and register SIM card. Who they make policy here? When I tell you Nasaf rule this country, I don't know why they doubt me. When I tell you now, nothing there to rule this country. You understand? You understand?
Yeah.
Just make anybody can be president in this country. Michelle, anybody will rule this country. If not like this. If not like this.
This is all it takes.
If not like this, anybody can rule this country now. Anybody can rule now. You understand?
Yeah.
Because all you need to do is just where's Asset Rock, they show you your room, you enter there, begin sleep. Appoint a few people, say anything when they do, make them tell you for evening. You understand?
Okay, I think that's what's happening now.
Okay. If that's what's happening now, then that means they are working. They are not, it's not even happening, that's what I'm saying. Michelle, so people now in the middle of this pandemic that they are shutting down hotels, restaurants, and all those things, they are closing them down. That is when somebody will get sense, say make una gather, register SIM.
Yeah. Or your SIM will be blocked.
How?
What is the relationship? Okay, first of all, you're planning to restrict movement and lock down people.
Yeah.
So their only means of communication are all these mobile devices.
Exactly.
In the period. So okay, let us inflict some suffering on them before
on some COVID.
Yeah, before we lock. So let us gather them, give them COVID, then push them back to their houses to go and die. Because as we speak now, all those isolation centers, they don't dismantle them.
Of course.
So if this second wave enter second base, you're on your own.
Yeah.
So you collect your COVID from where you go to register SIM, you take it home for Christmas and share with your family. With your new SIM.
Say with your new SIM.
Yeah, nah. First of all, why are we registering SIM? Michelle, since I collect SIM card, I don't register, I reach like 4 times. These numbers why they use, why never change since GSM started. I remember that how many years ago when they say register SIM, I registered it in Owerri. It was around between that 2008 to 2010 or 2011. I registered SIM. They did another registration again. I still did another registration in Lagos here. My one line, I've registered it 3 times. The last time I registered in Lagos here, I was asking them, why are we registering? This is the same line, I've not changed it. Why are we registering it a 3rd time? They say it's directive from government. What happened to the former registration? They look me like fish head waiting on top rice. You understand?
Yeah.
No good explanation. I registered the SIM. Now, same thing for other networks. They wake up this time around again. The same SIM that I registered before. Again. They now say, go and put your national identification number on top of the SIM. It's just insanity. Is it that no agency of government, there's no data management people who can collect data and synchronize this thing? You understand?
You have BVN already.
Yes, small time now, they will now say, go and make sure that your voter's number or BVN is on your SIM.
Your PVC, they will add PVC.
You see that sometimes when government officials, they bored, they say, don't punish Nigerians. Don't put them for running around. Let's just put them for running around.
Yeah,
merry-go-round. Why? 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 Okay, let me even understand this thing now. Why would somebody who has national ID card, okay, who has international passport, who has driver's license, what is he doing with identification number? Like, how many identities do you need to have to be a Nigerian?
In America, it's just one social security.
Social security number. Full stop. Now, how many identification do you need to have in Nigeria? This country, when they give you anything, how many numbers you need to have? We'll be walking around with many numbers that you cannot remember all. If anybody carry your wallet, they carry all your numbers.
Finish.
Then you start for phone, they tip your number, they tip your money. How many numbers are we even going to have? Because I've run out of ideas. If I open wallet now, I go see a driver's license. I go see my national ID card. Then my international passport thing. Then you want me to go and get national identification number. Is it? Then I have BVN. Oh. All these things are data. Oh, that has my fingerprint and everything, biometrics on top.
International passport.
Plus, that's what I'm saying, international passport. All these things get my same biometric. I know they too. I'm not a twin, for God's sake. I don't be twin. Not only me.
Only you, I can
Not only me, I can come. And I have all this identification. And government agency cannot just liaise with immigration that gave me international passport and check my data. If they want to give me national identification number, they generate it and send me an email. I send me an email. Okay, don't send me an email. Maybe they don't hack my email. Wait for me to come to review my international passport. Say, this is your number. So if they don't have my details now, this NIN code, will they have it in 5 years?
What about foreigners who are in the country who are using our SIM cards? Are they supposed to also get a national identification number when they are not Nigerians?
How?
So when you put
My Lai Mohammed. What do you think I am now? The spokesman of which people?
And
Yeah,
the
sir.
HD question.
Two of us are confused there, and you're not asking me the question now. Who will not answer us? Michelle, I just want to tell you how messed up we are. All these numbers we are gathering now. Now, when you see how they are forcing everybody to go and get this number, you think they want to share palliative.
Exactly.
Not palliative. Oh. America has approved 900 billion
Yeah.
to give to their people. Oh.
Yeah.
Shishi, they are not giving us.
not even know those.
Now they want us to use this more money. What one use for
For transport
Christmas?
to go there.
Inter-transport go do register SIM.
Where's the social
Again.
security that they're adding to that national?
Now they
identification
say
number?
it's for security reasons. We have BVN. Mena was running business worth billions from his briefcase.
Yeah.
BVN did not flag it.
No. CBN did nothing.
CBN, no.
Yeah. Hyundai was embezzling 80 billion
Billion.
naira during
Yeah.
Just
COVID.
punishing
During
the
COVID.
average
Yeah.
Nigerian.
They don't know.
No.
With BVN.
No.
Michelle, leave government. Can we go to another thing?
Let's go to weird facts.
Go to where first?
When you eat a pineapple, it eats you back.
And Diara.
Pineapples are the only known carriers of bromelain, an enzyme that breaks down proteins. Since your body is made of proteins, the pineapple you eat is also trying to digest you. That's why a fresh pineapple can turn your tongue into a sore piece of sandpaper. It's also trying
Yes, I do notice some yes.
Yeah.
So we should boycott pineapples.
So, what are they not saying now? Make we allow the pineapple eat us.
Yes.
So a person eat pineapple every day and himself he they eat.
Yeah.
So okay, as they eat the pineapple, they eat us. Meanwhile, in the end of our belly, where the us when it eat.
Meaning you win.
Oh, now we win last. Okay, that's the consolation. Okay,
In 2017, a homeless man named Elmer Alvarez found a $10,000 check on a street meant for a successful real estate broker, Roberta Husky. Although Alvarez was broke, he still found a way to track down Husky to return his lost check. So touched by his honesty, Husky rewarded the honest man with a place to live and arranged for a job interview with one of her business partners. A year later, he was on board of the directors. He was on the board of directors for Husky's Outreach Foundation, which helps provide affordable housing for low to moderate income families.
Wisdom.
Yeah, this is good. It's a good story.
Yeah.
But who find check? What's the big deal now? Check now. If you don't see that one, the person will issue the other one, go issue another one. You never cash on.
Yeah.
And now who find cash return and I do highest.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Ni Hao.
It's okay, all the same.
Ni Hao is the 7th largest inhabited island in Hawaii, widely known as the Forbidden Isle. It is owned by the Robinsons, who inherited the island from their great-grandmother. She purchased it in 1864 from the Kingdom of Hawaii for $10,000 in gold. The island is restricted to all outsiders except the Robinson family and their relatives. U.S. Navy personnel, government officials, and only invited guests.
Wow.
Wow. To the island. You see, as people, grandmama, they do buy a land for the family. Where my grandmama self? You understand? You know, if you say, may buy small place for Lekki Island.
Or born in Botswana.
Yeah.
Botswana.
Buy small land for Lekki for
Banana Island. Eco Atlantic. Oh my gosh.
Okay. Anyway, if I ask plenty now, my children go also ask me. So no leave alone. Let nobody ask anybody. No, just they move.
Last weird fact. In the aftermath of the 2011 Tohoku earthquake and tsunami, Hideaki Akwaewa rushed home from work to find his neighbor flooded with up to 10 feet of water.
Ooh.
He then retrieved a wetsuit and swam nearly 200 meters to search for his wife and mother. They eventually reached his 01515.
Let's take a few calls before we wrap it.
Yes. 015151913, 015151913. Lagos Talks. Lagos Talks. Good evening.
Nigeria. It's Lagos Talks 91.3. Living lot. Go ahead. Talk time. No
Go ahead,
plenty.
no time.
Because when I take it for, when I take it for, that's the thing you're talking. They pay me. Now I just say Africa.
Wow. Lagos Talks. Good evening.
Hello.
Hello.
For this Lagos,
I don't know for you.
I already know the wall of this studio.
She should tell me, and this way they work, the photographers. Now only when they walk. And I know I need to talk about that news is stuff which I will be done.
Thank
What do you want to say for you? CEO.
yeah.
Yeah, you still lose your job. Because where our comedians, sorry, our spokesmen they go, then go shut down the hotel next year.
They don't shut down everywhere now. Person see work do, work day.
Hello?
Hello.
Good
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 evening.
evening.
You see what they look very angry this afternoon. I did this night.
Mm.
We will talk about this side with the people. I will don't take over Lagos. I'm telling you.
Yes, now.
Come to it, the next time.
Everywhere.
That's the fact. That was the fact. I can tell. Like, they will use that for block all those cars and they will arrest all those cars. They will not arrest them for people. I don't understand. They will make them all these security people and you don't talk about them. Security people no Lagos.
My brother, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That,
Lagos Talks. Please
Hello.
turn down the volume on your radio. Good evening.
hello? Yeah, hello.
Good
Mm.
evening. Okay.
Yeah, so evening now.
First time caller.
All right, no time to almost go for sing for you, but go ahead.
Here,
Yeah,
for this new number that they talk about,
yeah.
NI number.
Mm.
I don't know why Nigerians we go gullible. For me, I don't go. If everybody stay, let them not go that place. I believe that the MTN will fight for us because I know that 80% of subscribers not get DVS. So they shut down everybody. So that is the one shut down the economy.
Yeah, now. Yes, now the small area for the economy. Because now telecoms be the place where they work now. Mm.
I don't know everybody. After 10 now, I don't go anywhere. If they want shut down, I know they shut down.
My brother, thank you.
If they try MTN, they will shut, they will leave
Anyway, yeah, so, you know the thing is that, like Riley said, yeah,
No, go ahead.
much as we want security in the country, are there no better ways of doing these things than all this stress
the
that you're
longest time as
this
well.
stress that you're always subjecting citizens to?
People need to stand up and say
You
enough is
understand?
enough.
If you want to fight crime, if they commit crime, if they use phone, call somebody, you track the number. You can't track the number, you make the service provider
Track the number. They
hold the
can.
service provider responsible.
Because
Because
for
how
every
did they sell the SIM?
Because every SIM is already
You're registered.
So what are you
The
saying?
service provider will provide the person. One of us don't need to punish ourselves because some people go thief with phone.
Lagos Talks.
Hello? Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
What's happening?
Michelle, child.
Yes, so child.
You guys are really viewers. Nigeria, the best way for this country is to learn about the issue. Best way of you.
All right, thank you. One last call for
Thank
the day.
you.
Just
What-
one
yes.
final one. Because
Lagos
7.
Talks, Lagos
Hello?
Talks.
Hello.
Good evening.
Africa.
Nigeria.
Lagos.
It's Lagos Talk 91.3. Go ahead.
You in the studio.
Yes, sir.
You guys are doing a great job.
Thank you.
you.
Thank
Like
you.
the call I wake up before after this person call. As I did so, if they do this yourself, I don't even know. I don't go even bother myself. Make I go register. I don't know why people do wala themselves.
Anyway, for me, I cannot stay on radio and tell anybody not to obey government instruction. You understand? If government says it's important that we register, we register. But everything has to be done with reason and within, with human consideration. You understand?
Yeah.
You can't wake up Christmas season when there's restriction of movement, there's COVID, there's everything. Give people ultimatum. 1 week, 200 million people to go and register.
Now it's 3 weeks.
Who does that?
Federal government.
Even when they give us 1 year to collect voters card, we know if you collect and finish. Just to go and collect.
Then all the numbers, how?
Then suddenly all of us go now, and not everybody be voting age.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
people who can vote, some of them can
How
own
did
phones.
they even separate that?
Yes, people who can vote, some of them can own phones. So we have more people who own phones than people who can vote.
Yes.
And we can't handle only voters and voters register.
They're young adults between 11 to 18. What are they going to
Then
do?
we'll give them this short time to go and why are these people they even reason? Michelle, let's leave this thing. Like Christmas. Who find money may buy rice, cook, chop, so fast.
Yeah.
Who no get can ask your neighbor.
Yeah.
You understand?
Give to help your neighbor.
Nothing can steal, the place where they go, they no get to. People are angry.
Before they eat you.
If you go to rob somebody, the person rob you.
All right, guys, thank you so much. It's okay with Okey. It's 2 minutes past the hour of 7. It's time for us to wrap up the show.
Yeah, follow us on our social media handles at Okeybakassi, at Senator Comedian,
At D-Humorous.
at D-Humorous, of course, at Comedian_Acapella,
Yeah.
at the Only Eyes Lomo.
Follow me at Michelle Ago, Lagos Talks 913 everywhere. See you. What news?
Coming up next is the world leave security for God hand. Oh, I love this song, bro. Jay. Hey.
You're listening to Michelle.
Let's go. Hallelujah. Hey. Wonderful people, thank you for being part of the show today. Let's do it again, same time, same station. Okay.